Welcome to Minutes with the Minister. My name is Naomi Ruth McFadden, and this week my topic is overcoming fear. The scripture text is going to come from the book of Timothy, 2 Timothy, the first chapter and the 7th verse, and it's a very popular scripture that we hear on a regular basis. It simply says, "For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." My second scripture is going to come from 1 John, the 4th chapter and the 18th verse. And it simply says, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love." Okay, now Webster's dictionary, I'm going to read you the definition of fear. It simply says to be afraid of, feel fear. The second definition is a strong, unpleasant feeling caused by being aware of danger or expecting something bad to happen. Now, fear is something that we take on without really understanding or without really recognizing what it is. I'll use myself an example. In the beginning of our ministry, I had this fear that I was thinking like, okay, Lord, what about this? What am I going to do about this? And my biggest fear was crowds of people. I didn't really like being in front of big crowds of people. And I prayed about it, and I was like, Lord, that's my fear. I didn't really like being in front of large people. But one thing I found out is that fear that holds you, once you pray about it and you give it to God, He takes it away. He takes it away. And I would just get in front of the group of people. And it seemed like the second I got to my location or whenever I opened up my mouth, the fear was gone. And so I believe fear is an attack by the enemy, because the enemy wants to keep you from doing something that God has, given you the courage and the strength to do. And once again, God has not given us a spirit of fear. And so He made us. And if He asks us to do something, obviously He's going to give us the power, the might, the courage, to do it. And it's important for us to be bold. But it's so necessary for us to overcome that fear, because fear can hold you back from a lot of things. A lot of things in life we overcalculate and think, okay, well, what if I do this, and what if this happens? God has already laid, the plan. All we have to do is just follow His direction. And so I just want to encourage you on today that if you're dealing with fear, it's really best to just face it head on. And it's so important as a believer for us to pray, because that prayer is that shield against that fear. So if there's something that God has called you to do and God has told you to do, and something that you've been wanting to do for so long but you've been held back by fear, I just want to encourage you today and let you know that fear is not of God. And if He sent you to it, He's going to bring you through it. Thank you so much. God bless.